This is me sitting here contemplating whether or not I should put on makeup and get dressed just to film this intro. No, that's not us. That's not us over here. That's not what we do, okay? This is how we look when we clean up. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Wonderfully Made. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. My name is Shanette, and today I'm going to be going through all of my face primers, foundations, and concealers, and whatever else may be lurking in those drawers. Back in the day, when I loved a foundation, I had multiple backups, or if I ran out of a foundation that I really loved, I ran and repurchased it, even if I had 25 other foundations, which is totally excessive and unnecessary. Ultimately, my goal is to have no more than 10 foundations at a time. That's still a lot for one person. I totally get it. But for someone like me, who's a makeup enthusiast, who loves to shop her stash and feel like I have a variety of products to keep me out of the stores, I think 10 is a fair number for me. So thank you for being so kind to spend some of your time with me today. I really appreciate it. Here you will find beauty, luxury, and lifestyle content. From here forward, hopefully it will be done in a less materialistic way and in a more consumer conscious, balanced type of point of view. Also, as a content creator who is a Christian, I definitely want to bring more ministry moments to this channel. As a matter of fact, right here, I just finished, or I'm almost finished with my prayer board. So I definitely want to share that with you all. With that being said, we will go ahead and get started, but please don't forget to hit that subscription button, hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I post a video, and help your girl out by giving me a thumbs up. I am really trying to revive this channel, and I need all of your help and all the help I can get. So enough yapping, let's just get to this video already. And remember, as always, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made by God, and He loves you, and so do I. This is all of my face primers, eye primers, sunscreen, and there may be some, I don't know, some sort of skincare items in this drawer as well. Judge free zone. I know that this drawer is in desperate need of being cleaned, and that's what we're going to be doing today. This is the Avene Cycaltrate. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. It's supposed to be, I guess, not necessarily an exact dupe for the La Mer Creme de la Mer, which I absolutely love, but it's so expensive and it's just not necessary. So I forced myself to stop buying La Mer when there are other products or a portion of the cost that is basically just as effective. There's not much left in this, so I'm gonna go ahead on and just try to use this up. Next, I have my New Face gel for my New Face microcurrent facial device. Keeping these. Next, I have here the Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer by Dr. Brandt. I really love this. It really does blur my pores really well, and I love the fact that it's very hydrating. I really like this, but I think this is the older one. Yeah, this is the one that I opened more recently. So I'm going to keep the newer one, get rid of the older one. Best pore filling primer on the market, in my opinion. I love this stuff. Don't have much left in it. I'm definitely going to have to get a backup. A little bit goes a long way. Oh, I have more than I thought I did in here, so definitely keeping that. Oh my goodness, guys, this is the Milk Makeup Stick Primer. I don't even know why this is still in my collection. It is so old. Definitely putting this in the trash. So this is another New Face Gel Primer. This is the one that you leave on, and I thought I was gonna like it, but I don't, so I still wipe it off when I use it. I don't keep it on. So, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it because it still works. I just don't like to leave it on. This is my Embryolisse face cream. It expires in 12 months, and I may have had this a little while, but I know I only opened it recently, so I think this is still good, and I really do like it. It's a really nice moisturizer, hydrates my skin, and works wonderfully under makeup. So I'm gonna keep this one. Definitely keeping this. This is my Too Faced Hangover Face Primer, one of my absolute faves. Definitely keeping it. This is the sunscreen by Drunk Elephant, and it's actually a tinted sunscreen, and this is just okay. I like it, don't love it. It's definitely not going to be a repurchase for me. Black Girl Sunscreen, Make It Matte with an SPF of 45. Love it, but there's pretty much nothing left in this, but I really do like it. So here we have the Lancome sunscreen with an SPF of 50. I actually really love this sunscreen. It's a staple for me. It does not break me out. It's very moisturizing on the skin. Absolutely love it. This one's empty, and here is the backup. Here is my Shiseido sunscreen, also SPF 50. I just tried this out for the first time this summer, and I really love this. I usually use this in the mornings when I'm going for my walk, you know, just to exercise, and then when I come home I, you know, wash my face and stuff like that. But I really do like it. I like it on its own, and it works pretty decently under makeup as well. And it is just the roll-on sunscreen. I will say I probably would repurchase this, but the one in the squeezy tube. I don't care for the roll-on ones too much. I bought this because I thought I would be able to use it on top of makeup, but I really don't like using it on top of makeup. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this, of course, use it up, and yeah. Okay, so all of this has to go. This is all old, and I don't even know why it's still in my collection. This was an old moisturizer by Glam Glow. I really loved it. It works so good under makeup. I wish they would bring this back, but yeah, this is expired and it's time for it to retire. This is my by Terry Cellulose Brightening CC Serum. Actually, this says 15 months. So, you know, this is probably still good. So I'm going to go ahead on and keep this one. These two, on the other hand, it's time to retire them. This is the Lure Primer by Guerlain. I actually purchased a backup of this one. Here it is right there. So I can definitely get rid of this one. The Becca Backlight Priming Filter is what this was called. And this was really good. But that's what you deal with when you buy way too much and you're not a professional. You end up buying things and have to get rid of it because you only have one face. But look at that. Oh, yeah, but it definitely is old. I mean, it made my hand feel so smooth. I wish they would bring this back. It's so nice, but it's old and it's got to go. So this is the IT Cosmetics number 50 serum, Anti-Aging Collagen Veil Primer. This is really nice. This is really nice. Y'all, I don't know why when stuff is empty, I just throw it in the drawer and keep it in the drawer forever. But this is definitely old. I did get a lot of use out of it. And I like it enough so I do have a backup of it. And I'm gonna definitely keep this one but get rid of the old one. This stuff is amazing. I hate that I love it so much. It is $200. I'm gonna definitely use this one up. I continue to purchase it, but I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it this year. While I'm on my no buy, I'm gonna work on using, you know, the primers that I have and using them up. Although I hate the price, this primer is amazing, and I really haven't found anything quite like it. This will make my makeup last all day. I don't care what foundation I use this primer with, it extends the wear of it. It just makes it melt in my skin. It makes my foundation look skin-like. I love this stuff, but it's just so darn expensive, and I'm gonna use this one up, but I'm hoping by the end of this year I will be over it and not feel the need to repurchase it. This is also newer to my collection. This is the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops. Let's see, there you go. I think I purchased this summer, and I have used it some. I really like it. I'm gonna use it up, but it's probably not gonna be a repurchase for me. Next, I have here the Filter Primer Blurring and Moisturizing Primer by Tula. Do I want to try to use this up, or do I just get rid of it? You know what? I'm gonna get rid of it. All of these primers are gonna go in the trash. This is an Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, the anti-aging eyeshadow primer. And look, the top just broke. It's that old, and so yeah. This is a deluxe sample that I received. I don't know if I purchased this with some points at Sephora or what, but it's the Glowy Super Gel Star Glow. I do want to try this. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm gonna keep this. This Glow Recipe sunscreen is my #1 sunscreen, so I'm definitely keeping this. This is a newer bottle, and I hate that they changed the formula. Why do they always mess with perfection? It's so nerve-wracking. Now it's an SPF of 45, and it's the roll-on one, but all-time favorite sunscreen. Love it under makeup. Love it. These are my P. Louise eyeshadow bases. Absolutely love these. I'm definitely keeping these. These two eyeshadow primers are old and must go. This one is by Urban Decay in the shade Eden. This one is by Marc Jacobs, so you know it's old. It has to go, and I never really liked this one anyway. Do they still make this? I used to really love this. This is the e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal. If they still make this, I would definitely repurchase this. I used to love, after I completed my eyeshadow look, I would just lightly tap this over or on top of my eyeshadows, and I'm telling you, it would make it stay in place all day. I really used to love this stuff. These are some more deluxe samples of the MAC Strobe Cream. All of these deluxe samples should still be good. They're only covered with makeup, but I don't even think that I've used these, and I hate to open them because, you know, once you open them, the clock starts to tick. But I think those two I have not opened. This one I have. So I'm going to get rid of the one that's opened and just use the two that I have not opened. This is the glitter glue by Too Faced. This is definitely old and it's time for it to go. This is the Needles No More Baggage by Dr. Brandt. It is an eye depuffing gel and it slightly tightens the fine lines underneath my eyes, so I really like this and I'm definitely keeping it. This is Becca's Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. When I learned that Becca was going out of business, I ran and purchased a backup of this because I love this stuff. It's very, very cooling underneath the eyes. It depuffs, it slightly tightens and smooths out the under eye wrinkles. I really love this stuff. I wish they would bring it back. Now this is the Smashbox priming oil. This little deluxe sample is really old and I hate to get rid of it because it works so well, but I've not used it in forever and I know it's old, so I need to let go of my hoarding behavior and get rid of this. Now this Smashbox primer water, this is what it looks like out of the box. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. When they first came out with this, I literally thought this was going to be a gimmick, but I fell in love with this stuff. It works so well. I purchased multiple of these and this is my last one. Do they still make this stuff? I don't even know if they still make it, but I love it. And Peter Thomas Roth 24 Gold Pure Luxury Lift and Firm Prison Cream. Here's the problem. I love everything that I have at this point. I love everything that I have. It's not much that I have that I still have in my collection that I don't really like. But this has to go. It's old. I don't even think he makes this anymore, but if he ever brought it back, I would run and purchase it because it really does lift and firm. It does exactly what it claims to do. I don't know what it is about gold, but my skin loves it. But yeah, as much as I love it, it's old and it's time for it to go. I love the way this stuff smells. This is the Bobbi Brown face base. Is that what it's called? The Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base. Love this primer as well. As you can see, I only have, you know, just a little bit, so I'm probably gonna use this tomorrow so that I can just finish this up. I do have a backup. Now this is the Peter Thomas Roth Firm X Peeling Gel. This is the one product from Peter Thomas Roth that I can say I didn't like. This did absolutely nothing for me. I recently purchased these two Peter Thomas Roth products. As you can tell, I am a Peter Thomas Roth fan. This is the Instant Firm and Temporary Face Tightener, and this is the Instant Firm Eye Tightener. I can't say that I'm absolutely in love with these, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep them. If I don't use these within the next 3 months, then I'll get rid of them. Next, I have this eye primer by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am going to go ahead and keep this. It's just a deluxe sample that I recently received with something. I don't even remember, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep this. So this is what the drawer is looking like now that I have cleaned and decluttered everything. I have here all of my unopened products, but I have everything facing up so I can see what I have. And as you can see here in this corner, I have my new face gel primers. These are all of my face primers and sunscreen, eyeshadow primers here, my Tarte pore filling primer, the Glow Recipe primer, and yeah, this is what it looks like now that I have decluttered. These are going to be the items I'm going to be trying to use up before I open anything else. I'm going to go ahead and use this primer up. I'm going to use my primer water. I love my Too Faced Hangover Primer. So I'm going to go ahead on and try to use this up since I don't have much left in it. Definitely, I've gone through numerous of these. This is a staple. So anyway, this is what the drawer is looking like. Let's get to the next. Guys, please forgive the way my hands are looking. I have been cleaning, so my hands are dry, my nails are brittle, they need to be done. So hey, we're here for the makeup. Okay, so as you can see, this is my foundation drawer, and let's go ahead and pull out everything I know I'm keeping. My La Mer foundation. This is a backup. I've gone through probably 2 of these. I absolutely love this foundation. Definitely keeping that one. This is my backup of my Pat McGrath foundation. As a matter of fact, I might as well go ahead and get rid of the old one, which is just about empty. I think this one is pretty much empty at this point. I wear the shade Medium Deep 24, and so I know I can go ahead and get rid of this one. This is the Natasha Denona Transformat Pore Vanishing Foundation. I don't think I ever heard much talk about this, but I really liked it. And when I learned that it was, I believe this is discontinued. I think it's discontinued. So I purchased a backup because I really do like this foundation. So I have my backup. The one that, let's see, I know I have, here's the one that I had in use. I'm gonna go ahead on and get rid of it. I know I'm keeping my Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation. So this Dior Forever foundation was the old formula, and it's definitely time to part ways with this one. I love the old formula much more than the newer formula, but yeah, it's time for this one to go. This one is the newer formula, and I have it in the shade 5W. I'm keeping that one. I have my Dior Backstage Face and Body, my absolute favorite, and I have it in the shade 5N. 5N definitely works better for me than the 5W, but I can make it work, and I do make it work. But I'm keeping all my Dior foundations, my favorite brand of foundations. I'm keeping my Valentino foundation. I absolutely love this one. This one is in the shade DA3. I'm actually gonna try to use this one up, but this is really a summer shade for me, but I'm keeping it. I absolutely love it. This is a skin tint and an SPF of 40. I really like this, so I'm keeping it. This is a newer foundation for me. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, shade number 11, Warm Child. I don't know, but it's a nice foundation. I'm definitely going to use it up. I don't know if it would be a repurchase for me, but I have it. I like it, and so I am going to use it up. Now you can tell this has separated. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow Moisturizing Skin Tint with an SPF of 30. I purchased this past summer, but I think I may have gotten a bad foundation because I'm pretty sure this breaks me out. And as you can see, it's separating. At any rate, I'm getting rid of this one. Even though I know it's not supposed to be expired, but yeah, this one is gonna go. So this is the MAC Studio Radiance foundation. What is it? The serum powered foundation. I have it in the shade NC50. Recent purchase. Like it, don't love it, but I'm gonna keep it and try to use it up. These two MAC foundations are pretty old and I don't use them anymore, even though I really like the Studio Fix by MAC. I have it in the shade NC50 and NC47. Here I am decluttering these. This foundation by Juvia's Place, what is it called? The I Am Magic foundation. I really don't like this foundation. It's just so thick and it looks so heavy on my skin. Yeah, this one is, I'm gonna get rid of this one as well. Here I have two Black Opal stick foundations, one in the shade Nutmeg and the other in the shade Hazelnut. Nutmeg, it's a near perfect match for me. I'm gonna keep Nutmeg, get rid of Hazelnut. Next I have this Rare Beauty foundation and I have it in the shade 460W. Love this foundation. Definitely going to try to use it up this year. This is the YSL Touche Eclat foundation. This foundation is old and I'm pretty sure it's expired. I really did like this foundation, but I think YSL came out with a completely different formula. This is the old formula, and yes, time to get rid of this. These are my NARS foundations, and I know that I'm gonna let go of the Luminous All Day Luminous Weightless foundation. I have this one in the shade Macau, and I really love this foundation. It's a really nice foundation, but it's old and I just don't reach for it. So I'm gonna let that one go. I'm also gonna let go of the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation, again because I just don't reach for it. I am going to keep this one, which is the NARS Light Reflecting foundation. I am going to go ahead and keep this one. Yeah, definitely keeping my Mented Stick foundation. I wear the shade T40. I love this foundation. It's so lightweight. Great for every day because it's a light to medium coverage foundation. I really like it. This is my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I never thought that I would be tempted to declutter my Estee Lauder foundation. I thought this was a staple product and that I would never ever get rid of it, but I'm gonna declutter it. I'm gonna let it go. I don't reach for this foundation as much as I used to. I mean, I rarely reach for it, and the last time I used it, I don't know, I felt like my makeup was really cakey. And the other foundations that I wear more often feel so lightweight on the skin, to where this one, I think I've outgrown it, and because my skin has changed, yeah, so the Estee Lauder is gonna go. I'm also going to let go of this Tarte Amazon Clay Full Coverage foundation. Again, I like the foundation, but this one is really old and it's almost full. I mean, it's old. I don't use it, so it's just time to let it go. Next, we have my Lancome foundations. Keeping both of these. I absolutely love my Lancome foundations. Both of these are pretty new. I think I just took this one out of the box maybe a couple of weeks ago. I love these, definitely keeping them. This is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Care and Glow, and then the original one. Now the shades are different for some reason. I don't know why, but they are different. In the original I wear 460 Suede, and in the Care and Glow I wear 450W. It looks light in the container, but it's really not, and it does oxidize a little bit. But yeah, these are my shades, and I'm definitely keeping my Lancome foundations. I love them. So here are my Kat Von D foundations, the Good Apple foundation and the Good Apple Skin Perfecting Balm. I'm keeping both of these. I just wore this one recently and I love both of these. So now this is the powder foundation by Kat Von D. When I tell you that this stuff had me looking like a Oompa Loompa orange, oh my goodness. I mean, girl, this has to go. I don't even know why I still have this. It's just the wrong shade. I can't make it work at all. So yeah, this is gonna go. And this is the shade Deep 71. This is my Bobbi Brown foundation in the shade Warm Almond. This is not a new foundation, but I tried it for the first time this year, and well, this year in 2024, and I really like it. So of course I'm going to be keeping it. I'm also going to be keeping my Hourglass foundation. This is the Ambient Soft Glow foundation by Hourglass. I'm going to be keeping that. This is the Estee Lauder Future Hydra Rescue foundation, and it has an SPF of 45. I really like this one, but I think this is really old, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. This is definitely old, and I believe it's probably discontinued, but this was the Beauty Blender foundation. I really liked this foundation. Problem is, I can really like a newer foundation, but I always end up falling back on my oldies but goodies. And so I ended up just letting this kind of go by the wayside. But this was a really nice foundation, but yeah, it's old and it needs to go now. Another foundation that is new to me but not new to the brand is the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation. This stuff is so good. It is so good, and it feels like I have nothing on my face. It is so lightweight. I love this for summer. So anyway, yes, needless to say, I'm keeping it. I believe everything else in here I'm keeping. This is the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation with an SPF of 25. Not new to the brand, but I just tried it for the first time last year, and I like it. I want to get some more use out of it before I declutter it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it. And then we have the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. It's really nice. I really like this. It's really nice. This is my Fenty Eavesdrop Lit All Over Glow Enhancer. I really like this, but it needs to go in the drawer with my primers. And then finally I have this Amicole Skin Enhancing Tint in the shade Deep 2. This is a black owned brand at Sephora, and I really like this skin tint. It's really nice. And so yeah, that's it. So now I'm just going to get everything nice and clean and sanitized and get everything back in the drawer. Okay guys, so these are all the foundations that I have left. I got rid of 14 foundations, and these are all the foundations that I own. Everything is kind of organized. I can see what I have. I know for a fact that everything in this drawer are products that I absolutely love. Going to be shopping my stash a lot this year, and I definitely have enough so that I don't get bored with one product. I have my stick foundations here in this corner. These are my skin tints. These are my foundations, my backup foundations that I have not opened yet. And yeah, everything else I'm just going to be shopping my stash and trying to use as much of these as I possibly can to try to use them up. And so yep, those are the foundations. So this is my concealer drawer, but it has some other things in it, but let's just go through it. This is my Makeup Forever face palette. Not sure why it's in this drawer, but I absolutely love this thing. I bought this probably 4 or 5 months ago, and I have not been able to put it down since I purchased it. As you can see, I've already hit pan on those 2 shades. Love this palette. So let me try to pull the empty ones first. So these 2 are the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I love this concealer. It's really good, but these are empty. I have 3 empty Tarte concealers, a NARS one. As a matter of fact, I think this one is empty as well. This NARS Creamy Radiance Concealer. I think all of these are empty, so that's easy. Girl, this is the foundation mixing pigments. Okay, yeah, here's the other one. I have 3 of them in yellow, blue, and white. I do have some foundations that may be off just slightly, and so I bought these so that I can adjust the color of some of the foundations that might be slightly off. So yeah, I'm gonna keep those. This is a Pat McGrath concealer in the shade, which one is this? Medium Deep 24. And this is what tends to happen to my Pat McGrath concealers. The tip always ends up coming off inside of the bottle. I don't know why, but that has happened to me more than once. But yeah, this one is empty. I do have some backups of my Pat McGrath concealers. I love her concealers, but her packaging is trash. Oh my goodness, I used to love this thing. I don't even remember what brand this is by, but it was, one side was a contour / bronzing stick, and the other side was the highlighting / concealer, and I loved this thing. But as you can see, it's old. I don't even know what brand it's from, so it's just time to let it go. This is my Urban Decay Quickie concealer. I love this concealer, but I think this is just about empty. I can go ahead on and get rid of this one. I do have a backup of that. These are my Fenty sticks. One is for bronzing, one is for highlighting, and one is for concealer. I'm keeping these. This is my Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, one of my absolute favorite concealers. I am shocked that I don't have a backup of this. But yeah, this one is pretty much done, so I'm gonna go ahead on and get rid of this. I am gonna be letting go of these 2 concealers. This one is by Maybelline, the Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser, and this one is by Urban Decay. This one was way too light for me. I picked up the wrong shade, and I used this to highlight the inner tear duct. Do I want to keep this? This is a maybe. This Maybelline concealer is really nice, but I just don't ever use it. Definitely keeping my e.l.f. Camo concealer, and I have it in the shade Deep Caramel. This is my NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade, I think it's Deep Caramel. Keeping that one. It's a staple. As you saw, I had 3 empties of this, so I love this concealer. These are all of my Fenty concealers. I use one to bronze, one to conceal, one to highlight, and I use one as a color corrector, but keeping all of these. Definitely keeping these concealers. This is my Dior Forever concealer. I'm almost done with this one. It's almost empty. I'm probably gonna finish this one out fairly soon. This is my Hourglass concealer. This, oh my goodness, this stuff is amazing. I just purchased this maybe a couple of months ago, or even less than a month ago, and oh my goodness, I had to force myself to put it down and use my other concealers. I'm basically planning on using what I have and then buying the ones that I know I love and that I know I'm going to use. This is going to be one. This is definitely going to be something that I repurchase over and over again. I already know it. This is my Lancome Tint Idole concealer. I tried this for the first time last year and I like it. I doubt I repurchase it, but I do like it and I am going to use it up. This is my Ami Colé concealer. Again, this is a black owned brand at Sephora and I really like it, but it's definitely light coverage and I tend to go for a more full coverage concealer, but this is really good for those no makeup type of days. This is a concealer by Bare Minerals and I am almost done with this concealer, but I'm gonna try to use it up since I spent my money on it, but it's definitely not a favorite, but I do really like the color. This is the newest concealer in my collection, the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex concealer by Danessa Myricks. I used it for the first time maybe a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it's a winner. I like it. I'm definitely keeping it. So these are my LA Girl Pro concealers. If you know, you know. Like, this is old school. If you're looking for an affordable concealer that is of good quality, this and the one by e.l.f. will not steer you wrong. However, I'm gonna get rid of these because I just don't reach for them. Like, I don't even think I ever even opened this one. It's brand new. Now, I did get, you know, some pretty good use out of this one, but it's just time to let them go because I honestly don't reach for them. What's this? Oh, this is an old concealer trio from Fashion Fair. And yeah, this is old. It's time to let it go. This is my MAC concealer. What is it called? MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and I have it in the shade NC45. This concealer is what I use to clean up my brows, and yes, I'm gonna keep it for that purpose. This is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I will say that now that I've gotten a little bit older, my under eye area is a lot drier than it used to be. So I do have to moisturize underneath my eyes really well prior to using this concealer. Speaking of, these are pretty much the items that I use to moisturize and prep my under eyes prior to using concealer. This is the Tatcha, the Silk Peony, and actually I'm probably just about done with this. Oh yeah, can you see inside of there? I mean, I only have a little bit left in there. So I'm gonna use this up, and I do have a backup. Now this one is new by Rim Beauty. I forgot what this is called, but it is really nice. It is really nice. I love prepping my under eyes prior to adding concealer, and I certainly don't use as much powder as I used to use underneath my eyes, but these products really do help. This is Tatcha the Pearl Under Eye Conceal Correcting Cream. I have it in the shade Deep. Do I want to keep this? I honestly don't love this. When I first purchased it, I really liked it, but this is a maybe. This is a maybe. This is a Smashbox color correcting stick. I really don't use orange color correctors anymore. Let's see. It's so creamy. I hate to get rid of it. Do I want to keep this? I'm going to keep it for now. I can't believe I still have this in my collection. How do I still have this? I don't even know. This is a powder to cream concealer by Iman Beauty, but Iman Beauty or Iman Cosmetics, you know, has been discontinued. But this was such a unique product. As you can see, it's a powder, but as you blend it in, it turns into a cream and then dries down as a powder. And so it was such a unique product. Maybe that's why I kept it. I don't know, but time to let it go. This is the Pat McGrath concealer that I'm currently trying to use. This is my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Concealer. I love this stuff, but this one is this one the newer one? No, this one is pretty old, and I'm gonna have to let it go because I bought another one, but I think my mama has it. But yeah, this one's gotta go. So do y'all remember Cover FX? How old is this? Oh my goodness. This was such a good palette. Oh my goodness. It was it still feels creamy. Oh my goodness. Well, not this one so much. Well, look at that. This is old. This is definitely going in the trash, but oh my goodness, this was such a good palette. Y'all don't know how much it's paining me. It's causing me real pain to have to get rid of this. Oh my goodness, do I want to get rid of it? Are y'all gonna really judge me? Like, are y'all gonna judge me too harshly if I keep this? But look at it. I haven't used this thing in forever. Get rid of it. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of it. Another one that it's gonna pain me to get rid of is this MAC palette. Did y'all know MAC stopped the Back to MAC program? I did not know. I have been holding on to some empties from MAC, and then I went to Dillard's and they told me they don't do it anymore. They discontinued. I mean, they stopped doing it. Broke my heart. But yeah, this is my little MAC Pro Conceal palette, and as much as it pains me to do so, it's time to let it go. And so yep, we're letting it go. It's gone. It's out of here. What is this? Oh, this is a backup of my Dr. Brandt Needles No More eye depuffing gel. I didn't realize I had a backup of that, but I really do like it. So yeah, this is the backup. So that's it. Let me get everything cleaned and organized, and I'll show you the finished result. Okay, so this is the drawer. I have all of my backups here. I have my foundation mixing pigments back here. My concealers are all here. These are my under eye primers slash moisturizers here. Got these two potted concealers there. My Fenty matchsticks. And I went ahead and kept my Makeup Forever palette in here for now, but this drawer is nice and neat and clean, and I even have space for other items should I need it. And yeah, so that's this drawer, and let's keep going. So guys, that is it. I've decluttered more than I thought I was gonna declutter, so I'm very proud of myself. You know, your girl is trying to work through these hoarding issues, okay? I'm really trying. So I'm very proud of myself. I got rid of the things that I really needed to get rid of. And so yeah, I really appreciate you sticking through this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you check out part 1 as well as some of my other recent posts, as your girl is trying to get back into the swing of things. Thanks again for watching this video. I really appreciate your support. And next will be lipsticks, so you definitely want to stick around for that. And on Sunday I will likely post my first project pan intro of the year. Stick with me through the month of January as I get all of this makeup stuff organized and ready to be used. Then we'll get into some luxury content as well as some content more personal in nature, so that you guys can get to know me a little bit better. Okay, so catch you in the next video.